At this point, I think everybody understands that Republicans in the midterms are definitely going to take back the House, and in fact, based on recent polling, probably going to get a lot more seats than we had been thinking over the last couple months. But the Senate still remains in play, with Democrats likely to pick up a couple of seats and Republicans desperate for any kind of win they can eke out. So they have turned to Colorado, looking to unseat Democratic incumbent Michael Bennett with Republican challenger Joe Oday. But recently, Mr. Oday found himself on the wrong side of a Donald Trump rant shortly after Oday had said that he believes, as a Republican, Trump should never hold office again. Well, as you can imagine, that pissed Donald Trump off something fierce, and Trump took to his Truth Social on Monday to attack Mr. Oday, saying, quote, "There's this rhino character in the great state of Colorado, Joe Oday, that is running against the incumbent Democrat for the United States Senate, who is having a good old time saying that he wants to distance himself from President Trump and other slightly nasty things. He should look at the economy, inflation, energy independence, defeating ISIS, the strongest ever border, great trade deals, and much more before he speaks. MAGA doesn't vote for stupid people with big mouths. Good luck, Joe." Stupid people with big mouths. Actually, isn't that pretty much the prerequisite for MAGA voting for you? Like, you kind of have to be stupid and a big mouth. I mean, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Herschel Walker. I mean, you, Donald, stupid person with a big mouth. So if you want to attack the people that MAGA will or will not support, I don't think describing yourself as somebody who they wouldn't support is really the smartest course of action here. And to his credit, however, Mr. Oday is in fact trailing Democratic incumbent Michael Bennet by 8 points in the most recent polls, so the chances of him flipping that Colorado seat were already slim to begin with, but I have no doubt that Donald Trump's attack against him is certainly not going to do him any favors. At least not with that MAGA crowd. However, Colorado is a purple state. It's a purple state that actually leans kind of blue, so maybe running afoul of Donald Trump might actually bolster Mr. Oday's credentials with independent voters and more moderate Republicans who may have been thinking about sitting the race out. Maybe by getting attacked by Donald Trump, it endears this candidate, Mr. Oday, to these other Republicans and independents who might say, you know what? I hate Trump too, as does most of the country, for the record. Maybe he's our guy. So who knows? It would be interesting to see this attack from Donald Trump spectacularly backfire, but I don't want to see Democrats lose a seat just to make Trump look like an idiot. So gonna have to side with Trump on this one that I hope Oday loses. But here's the funny part. Trump's going to claim a victory in this race. He's going to use Joe Oday as kind of the poster child for see what happens when you go against the MAGA movement, see what happens when you attack Donald Trump. But the thing is, the dude was already losing again by 8 points before he ever said, I don't think Trump should run again. But that part of the story is not going to matter to these Donald Trump sycophants all over the country. And these other Republican candidates that are going to pop up in the next election. They're going to look at it and say, wow, he went against Donald Trump and got his butt kicked. They're not going to worry about, when the things happened or when they didn't, because facts don't really matter to these people. They're just going to take it as a warning sign, unfortunately, that you can't go against Donald Trump. And we're going to see an even worse crop of Republicans come up in 2024. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.